What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the Nate Sexton Firebird. This is by Innova, of course. It is a Tour Series disc, meaning that if you buy one of these, a portion of the proceeds goes directly to Nate Sexton. So if you're a fan of his, whether his work on Jomez or just of his play out there on the course, go buy yourself a Nate Sexton Firebird. You'll be helping support him, and you'll get yourself a sweet disc. This is something that is super popular. When this new run came out on the market, they sold out everywhere super fast. People were paying a ton of money for them. All that's kind of settled in now, and you can get yourself one for definitely more than your standard disc, but they are somewhat specialized and they're pretty rad. So let's take a look at it. This disc is sent to me by my friend Chris Caulfield from Aloha Disc Golf. You can find his channel in the description below. He does giveaways and reviews and lots of other disc golf related content. He's been super generous to me, so go check him out for sure. Take a look at the sweet artwork on this disc. So you have Nate there doing his little putter flip that he does before he putts in his normal kind of straddle stance. Then you have the Firebird there kind of behind him. Nate Sexton Tour Series Firebird. The lettering is rad, so the whole stamp on this thing is great. Again, this is the 2017 edition. I have not tested the 2016 or the 2015, so I can't really compare them. I have heard that these are a little bit straighter and a little bit less overstable. Maybe have a little bit more glide than some of the older runs, but that's about as far as I can go in terms of comparing them. You can see this particular one's not super swirly, but there is a little bit of pink swirl going on in there. You can see it a little better on the underside. And these are definitely like that on purpose. They have some color swirls to them. This one's 175 grams. Also like how it says Firebird kind of molded in there. I think is a nice touch. You don't have to worry about the ink rubbing off and all that kind of thing. So yeah, good looking disc. These are color champion plastic, so they glow really well, which is something you don't really see people talk about or mention. Most people just carry these and throw them normally for all the time, and obviously they look great, nice bright color, but they also glow very nice. I tested these with my little UV flashlight. If you go to my Instagram page, I have a picture of a pair of them glowing together to get an idea of it. It's pretty cool. It doesn't glow the same color as it is in normal light, which is also interesting. But depending on the colors, the color of glow might be a little bit different. I forget. I think this one was kind of more of a traditional green glow to it. So, good feeling plastic. I like the color glow Champion. I think it's a nice blend. It's kind of like an opaque Champion blend. It kind of reminds me a little bit actually of like an opaque Lucid or Opto plastic, where it's kind of almost starting to transition closer to the more opaque plastics like Fusion and Goldline. It kind of has that feel to it, where it's somewhat in between. Good grip though, good grip, a little bit of flexibility, nice feel in the hand. Take a look at the rim profile on this thing. It's got that, you know, traditional Firebird shape to it. It's very classic, iconic disc, the Firebird. It's kind of weird that I haven't tested and reviewed any other Firebirds on my channel. Just something that kind of hasn't happened. And the other thing with discs like a Firebird that's been around, there's been so many different versions of it. Which one do I review? Do I do a Star, Champion Firebird, an older run? There's lots of different things like that. So now that I have this Nate Sexton, these are super popular. I figured I'd post a review. This is honestly the first Firebird I've thrown in a very long time. I'm honestly not sure I've even ever really had one. I may have had a Champion or a Star, or have tested one many years ago, but if I ever have, I can't quite remember. So I'm kind of going into this disc as just a clean slate. I obviously know what a Firebird's supposed to do, and I was not super surprised by this disc. It is a little bit straighter, kind of as we alluded to earlier. It's a little bit straighter than I expected. Up to speed, holds a little bit of a straight line, but still has a dramatic fade at the end. It's not going to flip over on you accidentally. It's still a Firebird. It's a very overstable disc. It's pretty slow as well. It's not something you're going to get a ton of distance out of. For me, even if I cranked it over on Anheuser, it eventually panned out and came back. That was the most distance I was getting out of it. It stands up and glides a little bit longer than you'd expect for your average Firebird, and it probably is straighter and has a little bit more glide than a standard champion or star Firebird that you might run into out there. But it's just a solid disc. This is one of those ones where I don't want to hear it. Don't comment down below, oh, show us what the disc flies like, throw the disc, or any of that kind of stuff. On this particular review, you can see countless shots of Nate Sexton throwing this disc in all kinds of perfect, high-quality coverage on Jomez, Central Coast, Marty McGee's channel, Prodigy. Big Germ carries this disc and throws it constantly. So if you watch either of those guys play golf in the last 2 years, Nate in the last couple years, Jeremy this season, you're going to be seeing this Firebird out there flying, and you're going to have plenty of footage to work with. You don't have to see me go out there and throw my little weak backhand. And I can't really speak to how it works on a forehand personally, but obviously it's a great forehand disc, and it's just a workhorse. A Firebird is something you want in your bag, something you know will fight the wind. It will always finish strong to the left. It will not flip over. You can throw it on Anheuser, it will come out. You can throw it on forehands, you can power into it on a forehand. It's not going to flip over accidentally. It's going to go super straight, have that finish to the right on a right-handed forehand. It's just a solid disc. The Sexton Firebird, definitely something I would recommend checking out if you're in the market for a slow, overstable, workhorse fairway driver. It's extremely consistent, great in the wind, and especially if you want to go out there and support Nate Sexton, his touring and that sort of thing, check it out. That's my review. Thanks to Chris for sending me this disc. I will almost certainly be giving this disc away as part of my 4,000 subscribers giveaway contest. Trying to still come up with something above and beyond for this particular giveaway, whether it's multiple discs or discs and other gear. We'll have to see what I put together. But stay tuned for that, and I will check you guys soon. All right, cheers.